Hi friends! So, hello. We are back to awful camera. This camera, unfortunately, I have to get an adapter for my laptop to make it work, which I can't do for the next couple of days. So, we're gonna be on the laptop for just another couple of days, but the camera is coming! It's literally, it makes me so sad I can't just use this because it's literally sitting right here. But I can't. So I've been talking a lot about posting my worst products of 2017, and I have been meaning to do that, and today we're gonna do it. I'm sorry it took me so long. The holidays just kind of like swept me up, but I got really sick. I still am kind of sick, but I really wanted to post this video for you guys, just because we're almost done with 2017, what year is it? 2017, and I really just wanted to get this out for you guys. Some of these are going to be products that I actually own, and then other ones I'm just going to show pictures, but all of them are products that I tried this year. I have my little sassy double pony up here because I'm feeling sassy today. Let me think. Oh, giveaway. So, here's how you enter the giveaway, the Christmas giveaway that's after Christmas. I'm going to be doing 3 winners. All you have to do is comment down below and be subscribed to my channel, and you have won. That's literally pretty much it. I really don't want to make it too complicated for you guys to have to do it. Let me think if there's anything else I want to do. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have you guys follow me because I just want you to subscribe to my channel. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I think that's everything. My hair is I took a long nap today. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this look, I didn't film one, but I'd be happy to. I used the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm like loving the way that this turned out. I think my eyes look so good. So if you guys want to see a tutorial in this look, let me know. I'll give it to you. Alright, I think that's everything. Never mind. Okay, let's get into the video. Just to let you guys know how dedicated I am, I literally went through a year of Trend Moods Instagram and just like screenshotted a bunch of things that I had that I hated because I couldn't remember like all the products that launched this year. But yeah, these are all the products I have that I hate. First one I have is still one that I actually do have kept. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Royal Peach Palette. If I could talk about how much I regret this palette forever, I would. It's not even that it's that bad, because it's really not. Like, the matte, I really only use it for the mattes. I'm not gonna lie, the shimmers are shit. Like, the shimmers are so not good. But the mattes are, like, fine. Like, they work fine. More of the reason I'm mad about this is because I ordered it, and then it came out that they were all smelly. And I was like, because I get really stressed. You shouldn't just put things on your eyes that smell bad. Like, I don't understand why you would do that. And so it came out that this was smelly, and I was praying I didn't get the smelly palette. It still smells like chemicals. It smells so bad. It smells so chemically. And I emailed them, and I know they don't do returns, but I was like, I paid so much money for this. It stinks. It's your job as a company. Like, you are liable for the fact that this smells really shitty and is potentially, like, causing danger, because I don't know what the fuck that smell is. They claim it's, like, the glue, but I have tons of palettes, and none of their glue smells like this, and they wouldn't let me return it. It was, like, $54, and they wouldn't let me return it, or $45, I can't remember. However much, it could have been $5, and I still would have wanted my freaking money back. So, after I learned how shitty the return policy was, I've been boycotting Kylie Cosmetics ever since. This palette and their customer service really, really, really turned me off to them. And yeah, I hate this palette, and I think it was one of the worst products. And not even just because I couldn't return it. It truly just isn't a good freaking eyeshadow palette. Like, it truly is just, like, bad. The blue shade that you think is going to be the prettiest is, like, the least pigmented shade. I could go on and on about how much I hate this freaking palette. Maybe I'm freaking biased because they were rude to me, but, like, I hate this. Okay, I'm going to put a picture of this one because I don't have it. It was the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Kit. So this had a, like, bronzer, a blush, and the blush doesn't need quotes, and a highlight. The blush was really pretty. I actually really liked the blush, and the reason when I returned it, I bought the Too Faced blush, just the single Pop It On Peach blush, because I really liked that formula. I think this has been in a lot of people's disappointments videos or, like, worst products, because the bronzer was just really bad. Like, it wasn't bronzy at all. And the highlight wasn't, I don't even know what it was. it wasn't, you could have used it as like a translucent powder for all the highlight it gave you. Like, it really was so bad. And I really, really, really hated that product. I just thought, and it sucked because it was really freaking cute, and I would have just put it on my little vanity and been fine if it worked even a little bit better. But for $45 or $42, however much it was, you have to, like, make it better than that. Like, that was the Too Faced Sweet Peach collection they came out with, the, like, Just Peaches, or Just Peaches, was 10 times better than their Too Faced Just Sweet Peach collection. That Sweet Peach collection was really trash. I have the blush and the palette, and the more I use the palette, the more the better palettes I use too, the more I realize how much I don't like Too Faced palettes. And that blush is nice, but this was just like, no. Again, I hate saying that this is the worst product. Like, I hate putting anything in a worst product category. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Make Your Own Lip Palette thing, I understand that this was for people who are makeup artists, but they didn't market it like that. If they had marketed it as this is for people who are makeup artists, I would have been totally fine with that. Like, I wouldn't have bought it. There would have been no issues. But they marketed it as, like, this can be your everyday. You can create whatever color you want. And look at all. I definitely have used it. You can see I've been trying to. But this is going to dry out before I get through it. Because, to be quite honest, first of all, the lipstick is not a long-lasting formula. The formula doesn't last long at all. It's not transfer-proof. Anytime you even, like, take a sip of something through a straw, you're gonna fuck up your lipstick. And then what are you supposed to do? Remix your little concoction, like, that you just made? This was just a really, really bad one. I bought it from the ABH, maybe I got it for my birthday. I think I might have gotten this for my birthday. And I just never went through the process of returning it because it's not that bad. And I think I might try, I don't know how this will work, but I know these are eye safe, so I might try using it as like a base for an eyeshadow maybe, because I just want to find some use for this. If any of you have this, I'm sorry that's so reflective, but if any of you have this and have found a better use for it than just your lips, let me know, because yeah, this was not a good product from ABH. ABH had a rough year though. They had a rough year. Okay, the next thing. I actually sold this to somebody and I sold it for quite a bit because it was a limited edition palette. It was the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. Oh, I hated it. And it sucks. It really sucks because I wanted it so bad. Like, I saw the pictures and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be everything. Like, this is going to be my ride or die. This is like the beginning of the year when I was really starting to get into makeup. And I was like, this is going to be the best palette. I bought it, and I was like, I took Snapchats of it. I was like, oh, have you ever done that where you're so excited about something, and then you use it, and it was like, this is not good. You couldn't create a whole look with it, because if you'll see in the picture, there just wasn't cohesive looks to it. I've never seen anybody use this palette and their look came out, like, stunning. I understand the concept was, like, pastel paints, and that's why I loved it, because I do art and, like, paints and stuff, and I was like, oh, I love that, like, type of stuff. But pastel paints are still pigmented, and this palette was not pigmented. It was not good. The only shade I liked, there were two. I liked Meow and Dope. They were, like, a purple and a, like, almost periwinkle-like color. Those were pretty, but I'm not going to keep a palette that was kind of expensive for just, like, two shades, and also I just never was using it. Like, I hate having, that's why I'm doing a declutter soon, because I hate having all this makeup that I just literally don't use, like, at all. Like, none. Yeah, I'm out on that. The next thing is the John Basquiat, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's the collaboration that the collaboration that Urban Decay did, where they had an artist and they put his artwork on the packaging of their makeup. Listen, I think that was a cool idea. Like, honestly, I truly do. Like, I think that was kind of a cool idea to have, like, his artwork. I thought it was nice, but they didn't do it right. I got the eyeshadow palette that was, like, had the neutral tones in it, but I had that one, and it just wasn't pigmented. The shades weren't good. it, like, the colors were really boring. It was like, and I had kind of bought it as like an impulse buy because it was during the 20% off sale. And we're like, early access, you can get, this John Bissett palette, and you can, and so I bought it because I was like, oh my God, it's going to sell out. I'm sure it didn't, because it actually was on sale for a long time and now it's discontinued because it wasn't good. It just wasn't very good. It was like, nobody was really into it and they didn't really do it right. And it was weird because it had this little hook on it and you could like hang the hook up. I'm like concerned. You could hang the palette on the wall. I don't know why I would just hang a singular palette on my wall. Like, if all my makeup was hanging on a wall, sure, I could, like, if that was the trend, but that's not a trend, and I don't know why Urban Decay was trying to make that happen, because that was just not a good collection. And from what I saw from everything else in that collection, and the reviews, I saw that was not a popular one. I ended up selling that one too, so I sell my makeup if I don't like it. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about, which I feel like I am going to get shit for because I feel like a lot of people loved this palette, and I'm really sorry. I don't even know if it came out this year, actually. I know the deluxe edition did, so I'm including it. I hated the Carli bybel with BH Cosmetics palette. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was trash. I hated it. It wasn't, I don't know why. I don't know if I got a bad palette. I don't know what happened. It wasn't pigmented. It didn't blend. The shimmers were so bad, like so incredibly bad. Like everything about that palette, I tried it. And I remember looking at it and like, again, I was Snapchatting it. I was like, this is so pretty. Look at this pretty palette. Because it was so pretty. The purples were stunning. But just like put to use, it was just so bad. It didn't blend. It didn't do anything. And it was powdery, if I remember correctly. It was like I would dip it in and all this powder would like fly out. And you think, okay, I can deal with powder. Here's my thoughts on that. I can deal with powdery like eyeshadows and powders and stuff. I can deal with them being super powdery as long as they deliver the pigment. And this palette did not deliver the pigment. There was no pigment. None. Zero. Zilch. No pigment. The next thing I want to talk about is the Milk Blur Stick. The biggest gimmick of the year. I had the Milk Cooling Stick, which I actually used and abused. Like, I used that all the way through, and I loved that Milk Cooling Stick. Like, I truly saw a significant difference in my under eyes when I used it, and I really, really liked that. This, however, first of all, the consistency of it felt horrible when you were rubbing it on your face. I thought it was gonna, because it's like a stick you rub all over your face, I thought it was gonna be like smooth. It felt like, if you have textural issues, don't buy it, because it was just awful. Like, the feeling of it on your face didn't feel good. And they're really, I swear to God, I know so many people were like, no, I look like Photoshopped, like filter. I looked the exact same. There was no difference. When I put on a pore minimizing primer, not when you put on like a hydrating primer, you don't see a difference really. But when I put on a pore minimizing primer, which is what this claimed to do, was fix my pores, I can see the difference. I can see my pores being blurred. For a blur stick, this didn't do any blurring. This really just did nothing, and it felt awful on my skin, and it was so expensive. I just returned it because I don't have time. No time. Okay, I have like 4 left. So the next thing I want to talk about, and this sucks. This sucks real bad. The Wet n Wild unicorn box was I still have, I'm not going to pull all the little parts of it out, but I still, like, here, I'll just prove to you I own it. Still have, like, the pigments and stuff, and the highlighters, and the lipstick. It was just such a waste of money looking back on it. I got really excited because I was like, unicorns. One thing from that collection that was the best was this it's really dirty, I'm sorry. But it was this highlighting brush. I actually use this highlighting brush literally every day now, just because it's really, really, really good. So at least I got that. That highlighting brush is not worth $30, which is how much I paid for the box. The pigments were nice, but I just don't use loose pigments a ton when I have pressed powders that I could just use that give me a similar pigment. Like, the loose pigments I have would look similar to this, like what's on my eyes right now, and I just feel like this is easier to work with. So the loose pigments were fine. The lipsticks are the biggest waste of trash ever. Like, they're supposed to be, like, transforming, but nobody wants their lips to transform into what it transformed you into. It was, like, so gross. And then, what's the other? Oh, the highlights. So the pink highlight that you get was actually, like, I actually use that still. That was a good one. But the rainbow highlighter, I don't know why that was ever a trend. I don't know why I was so obsessed with getting a rainbow highlighter, and I don't know why it was a trend, because that rainbow highlighter was trash. It was so bad. It was just green. It was just a green highlight. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's not a ton of people that can pull off green highlighters, and I am certainly not one of them. It was just not good. And then the other one was like a bronzy highlighter, which I could have just used as like a sun-kissed bronzer. But like I don't, because I have matte bronzers that I much prefer to a highlighter bronzer. And it was, it was a waste of money. It was a little gimmicky, and I fell for it. And then when their mermaid box came out, I was like, I'm not going to do it this time. So I'm not falling for it this time. So yeah, that was not my favorite, which sucked because I normally love everything from Wet n Wilds, but this was just like a no-go. I was telling my boyfriend I was going to do this video. He told me I had to put this product in because he is salty Sally, because I told him, I was like, I am not going to buy this palette because I will never use it. Like, I just am not going to buy it. And he was like, good. Like, I'm proud of you, like, resisting the urge to buy the hyped up thing. And then I went to Sephora one day and I came home with this. And he was like, Hannah, you're never going to use it. And I was like, no, I love it. I'm going to use it. I think I even did a review on it in the video. I'm like, I love this. I'd never use this. It's just such a one-trick pony. I know it is said a million times, but this is just not good enough to be $54. Like, it's just so many of the same, but it shouldn't be because they look different. But no matter what you do, this literally just looks the same. Like, no matter what you do, everything looks the same. Maybe I'm not being creative enough with it, but I have so many. And also, I never really do like a fully red look. I do a lot more oranges than I would reds. So that it's so sad because I'm probably going to end up decluttering this, honestly. I can't justify keeping a $54 palette that I don't really use and is like decent. Wouldn't even say it's like the worst quality. It just doesn't do anything. Like, this palette is so boring and it doesn't do anything. Yeah, and it's the typical, like, Urban Decay. I think everyone was, like, giving it good reviews because it was just better than all the other Nakeds because it actually had matte colors, so you could actually complete a full look with it. But just because it has matte colors doesn't mean it's better. Sorry, Urban Decay. Okay, I'm going to talk about this was a mascara that I actually have still. This is the Urban Decay Troublemaker mascara. I just had such high hopes because I thought, because it was like a spiky tip, you guys can see, it has like spikes on it kind of, which I thought was kind of different than any other wand I had. But this claims to be like sex proof and like waterproof and like all these different proofs, and it's just not what it claims to be. I think that's why this was such a letdown, was because they hyped it up to be like better than Sex mascara, like the actual, I don't have it out, but the better than Sex mascara, and it's just not. The packaging is cute, and it just, when I have stuff like the Benefit Roller Lash, this just doesn't even compare. It really flakes off. It's really like falls down your face, which I hate. I think it's hard to come out with a new mascara nowadays just because people kind of already just have their favorites, like their favorite mascara. So if you're going to come out with a new mascara and you're going to claim it's sex proof, bitch better be sex proof. And this was not. This is not a good one. Yeah, this was definitely a flop for me. Okay, I have to talk about the ABH Subculture palette, but I don't feel like I'm going to harp on it because if you want to watch my opinions, I did do a video on it. It was just bad. It was bad. It was really bad. I know it's on sale right now at Sephora. Bad, 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 bad. Everybody has this in their least favorite for a reason. Bad, 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 bad. Bad. It was awful. It was bad. Just watch my review or watch the thousands of other reviews of people talking about the ABH Subculture. It was not good. And then finally, another unpopular opinion, but I stand by this. The Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit was awful. Another one, I just Snapchat way too much makeup. I Snapchatted it, and I was like, this is so pretty. I'm going to wear this every single day. I don't know why I keep buying ABH highlighter palettes, because I always hate them. I don't like the formula. The only ones I like are the ones that are like rectangular and in the square pans. Those have been the only ones. The Aurora and the Moonchild are the two I love. The Nicole Guerrero one was just not good. Like, it was chunky. The shades were kind of weird. A lot of people were like, oh my god, this is the best glow kit on the planet. This is amazing. It just wasn't. It just really wasn't that good. It was chunky. It fell. Like, they had like chunks of glitter in it that I really didn't like. It just was not. It was a disappointment for sure. I would say that was the worst highlight I used in 2017. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that. Besides the rainbow one. That was definitely the worst. Okay, that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I know it was a little, like, negative, but I like being, like, honest with you guys about what I liked and what I didn't like, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or just do nothing, and I'm really happy you're watching this video. It truly makes my day if you are watching this. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye!